Welcome everyone to Monday Night Yoga Nidra. We're here on June 2nd, and I wish you all well. We're going to do a guided I Am Yoga Nidra meditation, which will gradually take us into a deeper relaxation, and we're going to do a little chakra exploration tonight. So I invite you, before we settle into the practice, if you want to take any movement that you think would be helpful to help you release any tension in the body, whether it's moving the head up and down, side to side, maybe taking a stretch. Whatever movements you take, I invite you to pair it with your breath. So if you're stretching, as you lengthen, you might inhale, holding it a little bit, and then on the exhale, release and release tension in doing so. And just take a few more movements. Again, the aim is to just release any build-up tension in the body. And then settle into whatever position is most comfortable for you this evening. It can be lying down, it may be seated. Just find a position that feels good. And then when you feel ready, I invite you to gently bring the palms of the hands together, creating a little bit of heat. And when it feels warm, when it feels warm, I invite you to gently then place the hands over the face so that the fingertips rest on the eyebrows. And just feel the warmth of the hands resting over the face. Maybe it feels a little bit darker as the pads of the fingertips are over the eyelids. And then take the index finger and the middle finger and gently begin to circle, pressing into the eyebrows, around the eye sockets, coming in underneath. And then taking those same two fingers and just gently massaging down the sides of the nose, underneath the nostrils, around the mouth. Maybe massaging the chin a little bit. And then coming up to the forehead and just brushing out any lines of worry that are there. Imagine you've got an iron that just presses out all the wrinkles of worry. And then when you feel like you've done that around the eyes and the nose and the mouth enough, just take those same two fingers and make little circles coming around the outer edge of the face, about where the hairline meets. Maybe pausing a little bit at the temples, coming back behind the ears, down underneath the jawline, pressing in where it feels comfortable. And then take the fingertips and gently tug at the earlobes, maybe massaging around the earlobes, the outer ear, and then over the top of the head. Imagine you're parting the hair across the top of the head. And then coming down the back, into the neck, massaging there, releasing. Then just take the back of the hands and gently flip underneath the chin. I like to think I'm getting rid of my double chin, but I don't think it really works. And then when you feel ready, you can either warm your hands again if they've gotten cold and place them one more time over the face, relaxing into that position, taking a deep inhalation and releasing with an exhalation. Drop all expression from the face. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, relax even more. And then when it feels ready, you may release your arms down to the side. And then you may want to cover your arms if you feel like you might get cold with a blanket. Maybe place an eye pillow over your eyes. And just feel the whole body and the entire being beginning to bathe into the sensations as we get ready to go further into relaxation. If you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes and quiet your mind. Be still. Let go of all thoughts, worry, and tension. Give yourself fully to a higher power. Relax, trust, and let go. Breathe in fully and exhale with a deep sigh. And again. Fully inhale and then exhale, releasing with a deep sigh. Feel a deep sense of contentment and peace in your heart. Now I invite you to bring an intention into your awareness in the form of words, images, or as a felt sense. If you are unclear about your intention, just see what appears in your field of awareness, and then repeat that intention silently to yourself 3 times. Feel yourself in a place where you like to be. Bring this place fully into your mind's eye, making it a place where you feel peaceful and calm, relaxed and quiet. No concerns about the future or past, simply an overwhelming experience of the rightness of things. Perhaps this place is sitting on a beach, watching the waves meet the shore, inhaling the scent of salt air, hearing the sound of seagulls. Or maybe your space is a mossy green forest with tall trees. Smell the wildflowers, hear a trickling stream. Whatever image has come into your mind's eye, bring in all the sensations that occur when you're in this place. Become aware of them, bringing them into your awareness fully. And then look around this place. See if there's a spot where it looks like it would welcome your body, where you might want to sit down. Maybe it's a hollow in the tree or sand that holds your shape. Whatever that is, relax into it fully. Surrender the weight of your body. Feeling completely supported, no effort or need to hold yourself out. Breathe in the scent, the sight, the sounds of this place. Allow the whole experience to permeate your entire being, absorbed into each and every cell with each breath in and each breath out. Feeling through bodily sensations what it is to be safe and at peace, surrounded, protected in this place where you may deeply rest. Feel how restful and calm you are, feeling more content, relaxed, more grounded. And then know that you have created this place and can return here anytime that you want or need to. Feel yourself descending down into the stillness beneath the mind. All excess tension and holding carried out with each exhaling breath. Feel what is present without labels or comments. Feeling more, thinking less. Feel your outward attention moving inward and release any struggle to make anything happen. Relax. Relax deeply. Allow your attention to lead you into total absorption, feeling yourself held in absolute stillness. As we enter deeper into Yoga Nidra, try to remain as motionless as possible. If you do need to move or make an adjustment, do so mindfully and return to stillness as soon as you are able. Resolve to remain awake, staying in touch with the sound of my voice. Allow your entire body to respond to my words directly and non-mentally. Allow any disturbances, external or internal, to draw you more deeply within. In Yoga Nidra, you enter a subconscious energetic field. Allow your mind to merge and melt into the energy body and go beyond the boundaries of body and mind. Now shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Do absolutely nothing. Simply relax. Drop into the deepest state of tranquility, stillness, and peace in the third eye. Now, your consciousness is in direct communion with your energy body. Now I invite you to follow my guidance as we begin the relaxation breath. Breathing in, deeply fill your lungs from the bottom to the top as if you're filling a water bottle. As you breathe out, empty your lungs from the top to the bottom. Allow your breath to be slow and steady. As you breathe, observe the movement of the abdomen and chest. Stay connected to that wonderful feeling of release of tension and a deep feeling of relaxation. Allow this feeling to extend to every part of your body. Allow the entire process of breathing to be the vehicle for deepening your relaxation. Place your attention on your breath, creating no struggle around breathing. Use the breath to release tension. As you do so, slowly deepen your inhalation and exhalations. If it feels comfortable, notice the length of the inhalation and exhalation and see if you can make the exhalation a little bit longer than the inhalation. Allow the flow of your breath to be steady and uniform as much as possible. Notice the movement of your abdomen and chest as you breathe in and out. Long, deep, even breaths. With each breath out, release any tension held in the body and anticipations in the mind. Relax. With each breath in, fill every nerve and cell with pulsating, healing energy. Relax even more. Breathing out, let go of holding anywhere in the body. With the next in-breath, visualize your body renewed and revitalized with new life. Empty your body and mind and enter deeper levels of stillness and silence. Now I invite you to return your breath to its normal rhythm and be still. Bring your attention to the pulsating energy field felt in the form of sensations in the body. Observe how your attention feeds the expansion of the pulsating energy field. Energy follows attention. Feel all tension in your mind and tightness in your muscles melt away. Allow the tension to simply melt, drain away, and dissolve into that expanding energy field. Now I invite you to direct your attention back to the center between the eyebrows. Recognize your deep connection to the original source of life force, the life energy that sustains your life and is an extension of your soul. Drop into that silent space where all doing stops. Experience silence extending everywhere. Enter an effortless state of being. Now, once again, I invite you to bring your breath into your awareness. Specifically, the breath as it's felt in the nostrils. Sense the movement and stillness, the coolness and warmth, or whatever is present. Devote your attention to the range of sensations derived from the breath moving through the nostrils. With your next inhalation, allow attention to follow the flow of the breath into the nostrils, back into the sinus cavities, and down the back of the throat. From here, attention curls forward into the mouth to experience the roof of the mouth, the teeth, the gums, and lips, feeling all of the experiences as a loosely held field of energy, a nebulous cloud of ever-changing sensations. As you exhale, allow attention to move forward and outside the mouth as it broadens upward to include the upper lip, the nose, cheeks. Allow attention to travel to the eyes, forehead, temples, feeling the sensations in the scalp and down the back of the head. Resting here, relax and feel the various sensations present in the entire head. Notice how this mini galaxy of sensations arises in an unbounded space, effortlessly present to all that is within it. Inhale slowly and softly. Guide attention to the pit of the throat. Simply relax into the experience present at the pit of the throat. Allow the attention to flow outward along the collarbones, to the shoulders, and down along the arms, wrists, palms, and fingers. Simply remain relaxed and receptive to what is, whether that is something or nothing. Allow your focus to broaden to include the torso, down into the bowl of the pelvis, behind the pubic bone in the front, to the sacrum in the back, feeling the sensations and spaciousness present in the front of the hip creases, the buttocks, the area of the groins, and everywhere in and around the pelvic girdle. Allow attention to fill the thighs, knees, shins, ankles, and feet, the entire lower body, pelvis, legs, and feet bathed in awareness. Now, allow a blanket of attention to cover the feet, ankles, shins, thighs, and hips. A blanket of attention covering the belly, chest, arms, and head. Breathe and experience the entirety of the body. Every sensation and every cell felt simultaneously and equally. Notice how this experience, the experience of the entire body, is happening in a vast, boundless field of evenly hovering awareness. Relax as that space, boundless and free. Just be. Now I invite you to follow my guidance to restore connection between energy and consciousness, listening directly through the energy body. Place all your attention at the root chakra, located at the base of the spine. Feel the area begin to glow and pulse. Feel the earthly dense quality of this chakra. Allow this grounding to be a foundation for awakening into the higher centers of consciousness. Tendencies of the conditioned past, moving energies down and out, now freed to move inward and upward toward liberation. Energy rising through the feet, legs, spine, up through the central energy channel, nourishing and awakening higher centers of consciousness. I leave survival and allow grounding to be the foundation of awakening. Now bring your attention to the second chakra, located in the pelvis, the area of the reproductive organs and the sacral nerve plexus. Feel this area beginning to pulse and glow, allowing spirit to nourish reproductive functions and sensuality. Bring energy that is drained in many different forms. Build energy that is drained in many different forms, turning it inward and upward towards liberation. I transform into love and liberation. Now, bring your attention to the third chakra located around the navel, the solar plexus of nerves that nurtures digestive fire. Feel this area beginning to pulse and glow, radiating heat. Replace unconscious forces guiding your action with the conscious power of will to serve the heart and higher centers. Integrated intention transmuting unconscious forces into deliberate action. I develop the fiery power of will and deliberate action in the third chakra. Feel that you are now free of all limitations. Your inner core feels vital, strong, and connected to Source. You lack absolutely nothing as you step into the next integrated state of being. Now, breathe into the heart center. Feel the area in the middle of the chest beginning to pulse and glow. Feel your heart center being awakened, liberated from all stress-producing interactions with yourself and others, unconditionally present and open. Recognize you are the eternal, timeless being manifesting through the heart center. Just feel that your body is full of light, every cell in your body flooded by the light of consciousness, expanding out beyond the body. I am a beacon of love and light, attracting the energies of the lower centers and transforming them at the heart center. Moving into the throat area now. Feel this area begin to pulse and glow. Let go of all fear, dependency, and control that limits your full expression. Enter into the expansiveness of the throat chakra, where you are free from all inhibitions and limitations. Feel a new sense of relief and openness in the throat, reclaiming your voice of wisdom. I clear all blocked communication arising from reactions and perceptions. I am empowered to use my speech with clarity and balance under all conditions. Now, bring your attention to the third eye center between the eyebrows. Feel that area begin to glow and pulse. Allow the magnetic pull to attract attention even more fully inward, returning to the self-balancing state of being. Release the perception of duality into unity of the sixth chakra. Enter into the oneness beneath polarity. Find yourself completely at peace with yourself as you are, and the whole world just as it is. Now finally, as we move into the seventh chakra, you have cleared the inner body, the mind and heart restored in communion with consciousness. Allow yourself to melt into complete oneness and bliss in this highest center, the 1,000-petal lotus at the crown of the head. The whole body, surrounded and permeated by light. All boundaries and illusion of separateness are disappearing. Dissolve into the omnipresent field of consciousness, the seat of silence. Now that I have moved from personal ego mind to impersonal being, I have become omnipresent. Now once again, I invite you to direct your attention to the center between the eyebrows and drop into the deepest level of relaxation. In this domain of integration, you are witness of all that is happening, but doing nothing to make it happen. You have entered the domain of grace. Feel completely safe and comfortable as you hand yourself over to the power and protection of presence. Feel it, experience it, be it. Hand over all fear, apprehension, and anxiety about all that you want to change, control, and manage. Let go of all doing and replace it with trust and faith in the higher power. Allow your mind to merge and melt into the presence and enter the sanctuary of silence. Remain empty and free from all doing. Feel yourself as time transcendent presence right now. Here, your intention and your affirmations are actualized and fulfilled with effortless ease. If you have an intention, I invite you to once again bring it into your awareness 3 times in the form of words, images, or as a felt sense. If you do not have an intention, just remain silent and allow Spirit, who knows what is best, to do it for you. Allow this intention to go to the deepest levels of recognition with no hesitation. Know that your higher self recognizes, honors, and accepts your intention. Have faith and trust that it has been heard and is being acted upon by a higher power of the source within you. Bring your attention back to the center between the eyebrows and feel all the energies of your body from all meridians activated, purified, and balanced. All channels are open and the life force is flowing freely, healing the body and calming the mind. Open your heart and feel content. Experience it. Allow your entire self to respond spontaneously and effortlessly to what I next say. I automatically attract the highest and best to myself. I go to the source that hears all conflicts and restores my health and peace of mind. I live in a perpetual creative response to what is present. I feel the love, light, and grace that has always surrounded me. I remain completely relaxed and receptive, regardless of the outcome or end result. Establish yourself firmly in faith and trust to receive the grace, protection, and guidance of the higher self within you. The more often you go to your source, the easier it will be to return there, and the longer you may stay there. Feel the presence of your spiritual guides surrounding you and blessing you. Accept their blessing and grace. Embody it and spread it wherever you go. Now, you have prepared the base from where you may carry out interactions with life and interpersonal relationships with the integral power of love and the source within. You are the emissary of light and love. Carry it everywhere you go, to everyone you meet. If you have an area that you feel needs healing, physical, mental, or emotional, allow this light and love to flow into that area now. Now, I invite you to become aware of the rising and falling of the breath. Slowly, Feel yourself beginning to rise to the surface of awareness. Sense the body resting on whatever surface it's on, the quality of the air as it touches the skin. Gradually, but only if you feel ready, you may begin to move as if you are waking from a restful sleep. If you're lying down, you may want to bend your knees, drawing them closer to the chest, perhaps rocking sideways gently. Take your time. Do not hurry. If it feels right, I invite you to roll over onto one side, curling up into a little ball, feeling the safety and comfort of this position. And then one more time, repeating to yourself just once, bring your intention back into your awareness. Know that every time you find yourself in reaction, you are empowered to replace it with your intention. Now, if you feel ready, you may gradually move and begin to sit up, keeping your eyes closed. Continue to stay deep in this deep inner experience. Regardless of what you consciously recognize that has or has not changed, know that something deep within has shifted to connect you with your intention. Become aware of your body and bring a deep sense of peace and contentment with you as you bring attention back into the body. Notice how relaxed the body is, how soft the breath is, how silent the mind is, how quiet the heartbeat is. Be still and be grateful. Know that you can easily enter here again and again. You may gradually open your eyes. Tonight's practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. And I thank you for joining me this evening. We'll be back again next week.